I'm Haley, and I offer Reclamation Portrait Experiences. But what is that? Great question, I would love to tell you. But first, let me give you a little background. I've done photography for years, photographing families, couples, weddings, and now with my current stage in life, I'm in yet another phase of metamorphosis, and I have a passion for the process, for women and our expansion and returning to ourselves. And so I created these Reclamation Portrait Experiences. I want to start with who these sessions are for. These sessions are for women who find themselves in transitions and shifts in life, or who are in some way or another returning to themselves. Maybe you've recently gone through a divorce and you're reclaiming your life. And these are the first images you'll have as a family in this stage of being a single mom. Maybe you've gone through difficult loss and felt pieces of your life burned down. And now you're meeting the version of yourself that's rising from the ashes. Maybe you've been going through chemo and you just shaved your hair and you want to commemorate and connect powerfully with this version of yourself. Or maybe you've recently had kids and you're getting to know your new self and who you are and reclaiming the parts of you that you gave away for a time. Maybe you've discovered your passion and your voice and you've started a business and you want your vision and you expressed in a way that aligns with who you're becoming. If you're in a state of finding or reclaiming any parts of you, these sessions are for you. First, we have a discovery session where we get to know each other and we discuss you. We work together to create the portrait experience that reflects where you've been and how you feel. We go over the feelings that you want to portray. Then we look at locations that fit that feeling. We look at symbols and inspiration images. For example, are you feeling especially free and magical right now and want something that's just ethereal and dreamy? Maybe we'll involve glowy light diffusers over the camera lens, or be by sparkly sunlit water. Have you felt like you've been in heaviness but can finally breathe again? And you want to represent that by actually being in the water, emerging from it? Or maybe we utilize something that symbolizes weighing you down, that we then replace with florals or flower petals in the foreground to soften the image and give this feeling of lightness that you can breathe again. Or maybe are you only feeling half of yourself right now? And so we shoot in between dawn and daybreak and use ribbons or props to create the visual of this in-betweenness. Are you starting to feel the light shining through metaphorically and you're feeling so deeply connected with your kids at this stage of life? And so we prioritize closer, intimate, more raw portraits in your home. Little hands holding, snuggles in your living room with the early morning light coming through the windows onto your child's beaming cheeks, the crinkles in your eyes from smiling so deeply at them. Here is where we get clear on your vision. We get to discuss intentions, preferences, how to accommodate for disabilities, anything that can make this shoot more comfortable and magical. We discuss who all you want to be involved, and together our creative and artistic energy combine to create the vision and safe space for your portrait experience. Then I do a lot of prep behind the scenes, and then it's time for your portrait experience. We start by me grounding you and anyone else involved in the shoot, and I keep it simple but effective based on intuitively what you need that day. We may do a breath practice or a guided meditation that is personalized to the intention that you shared, and then some energy clearing. If your kids are a part of this portrait session, they get to be fully involved as well. And I accommodate this experience to whatever stages you and they are at. And once everyone's energy is clear and grounded, we are ready to make some magic and art. We take magical photos, which in and of itself becomes the artistic embodiment of who you are. Take Emma, for example. She wanted to commemorate her life day. This was a day that a massive accident happened, and she lived through it. The feeling of this shoot was honoring the past and gratitude for the present. We picked this gorgeous place close to home, and she wanted her scars to be a focal point. Also, in every interaction I'd had with her, I was able to see the light that just emanates from her, and so I wanted to be able to visually represent that in noticeable ways too. So, with this indoor location that we'd chosen, we picked a time of day when the light would be coming through the windows, and we'd planned to use atmospheric aerosol, which when you spray it, it catches the light beams and shows it in this cinematic, dreamy way. I also used a tilt shift lens on some of the images that alters your perception of space a bit. And this gives the illusion of being smaller in a bigger space, which was symbolic of the wonder of being this small person on the earth in a universe much bigger than us. Okay, quick pause on the video. Now that I've given you an example, let's get back to what the outline of a reclamation portrait experience looks like. We've gone into your intentions, we've cleared your energy, and we've taken your photos, infusing all of this into your portraits. Then we close out the experience with additional grounding. Sometimes that looks like a small sound bath, or maybe we take a moment of stillness to honor you. Maybe it's literally putting your bare feet on the earth to ground. This entire experience from start to finish gets to be a ceremony, honoring where you've been and celebrating who you're becoming, but especially celebrating you returning to yourself, reclaiming you. And this is why it's called the art of reclamation.